Module 35. Installation of mural outdoor. Before installation of this mural outdoor, we have studied how the mural was enlarged from the actual original mural design prepared earlier. And then the same enlarged design was drawn on thick plywood sheets comprising of many components, elements, forms, motifs and shapes. After drawing the enlarged version, the plywood was painted in white paint so that surface drawing could be easily visible for cutting purposes. You can see that the shapes of the cutout plywood are laying on the floor, spread and placed in a particular position as per the original design. After cutting the required prominent motifs drawn on the plywood, the design is placed on the ground near the wall where it has to be installed, and then with the help of my two assistants, we start drawing the outline of the mural by placing the cutouts on the outdoor wall. Before installation, cutout is placed on two chairs, stools, and holes are being drilled into it with the help of a drilling machine. The electric drill machine is being used for making holes. The piece is again placed on the wall, which fits into the chalk drawing, and then screws are being fixed into the plywood and a few nails are also hammered into it. While fixing the large piece of plywood, 2 or 3 people hold the piece into place and holes should be drilled, and then screws are fixed properly into the wall. Prevent the nails or screws from bending while fixing them. Screws are first hammered into the hole and then are fixed with the help of a screwdriver. Fix the screws at the right points so that they are able to hold the weight of the plywood shape. Another plywood piece is fixed into the cutout shape like a jigsaw puzzle, and another small piece is fixed at the right position as per the design. My assistants keep on handling my over cut out plywood shapes one by one being installed on the wall. In another large plywood piece, holes are being drilled separately and the same is being fixed at the proper place, leaving a gap. Strong and long nails or screws should be used to hold the plywood pieces to the wall. Fixing as we done in a jigsaw puzzle, another plywood piece is mounted on the wall and holes are drilled into it and piece is fixed and screwed properly. It should be seen that no shape is loose or not sticking to the wall properly, as shapes rising out of symmetry will pose problems or spoil the look of the mural by presenting as a haphazard and hasty effort. We see here that piece by piece is fixed at proper position and the overall shape of the mural start emerging. Large piece is drilled first and then screwed and mounted as holding large pieces, while drilling can shake or fall, and always take the help of more persons while handling and placing the large cutouts at the proper place. Correct pieces should be placed in correct position. It should be seen that no shape ill fits particular gap. It should be seen that no shape ill-fits particularly gap. You can see how the shapes have been well cut with a saw, hand or electric, that they fit very nicely into each other. Cutting should be handled by an expert person or a carpenter to avoid distorted shapes. Now the tiles covered out of Syphorex blocks are being mounted and fixed on the plywood base as per the design. This Syphorex material is very fantastic and light in weight, and holes can easily be drilled into it. The carved Syphorex block tiles are cut according to the plywood cutout fixed beneath it. Another one is being mounted and fixed using screws. One after the other carved out Syphorex blocks is being fixed into the plywood base. On the other side of the wall, after fixing the plywood cutouts, Syphorex carved blocks are being fixed. Different design, motifs and textures have been created on different Syphorex block tiles. Each Syphorex block is being fitted as the preconceived design. Installation process needs lots of hands, each engaged in various activities. Some lift and provide the cutouts, others hold the Syphorex blocks, and then there are yet others who drill holes and fix screws systematically. This is an interesting and engaging process. Students keep on observing and inform the person who fixes the screws that the shapes are in correct position and not tilted to one side or the other. Assistants should keep the piece ready in their hands so the time is not wasted in selecting and looking for a piece here and there. The shape of a mihrab or a door is being cut on a Sephorex block tile already carved after marking the shape with a pencil. You will find that rectangular Sephorex tiles which have been carved have design or motifs in half the space, and the other part is textured, and while fixing them on the plywood base to break the monotony in design, the Sephorex block tiles first should have motifs on the upper side and the texture on the lower side, while the next Sephorex tile should be opposite, this having motif on the lower side and textures on the upper side. The door shape is being cut with a small handsaw by placing it on a tabletop. Electric tile cutter with a round blade is used for smooth cutting of the Sephorex block tiles. After cutting, the shape is being fixed on the plywood base. Don't be in haste and complete the work patiently. The whole plywood base is covered with these carved Sephorex block tiles. The other side of the mural has also been fitted with carved Sephorex block tiles, and handsaw is carefully being used to cut extra pieces so that they may fit into the plywood base. Continuing with the process of installation, some other parts of the mural on which metal foil embossed designs are to be fixed. These metal foil embossed relief mural parts are fitted on the plywood base by keeping them on the floor. Then these are picked up and fixed on the outdoor wall. Screws are fixed into the metal sheet, and this variation of mediums offers interesting and aesthetic look, as too much of one material cannot enhance the visual content. Metal sheet is fixed onto the plywood first and then installed on the wall, because fixing metal sheet directly is not easy. Each shape is being fitted as per the need of the design, and a relief illusion is being created, which adds another dimension to the mural. After measuring the distance wished to be kept between the shapes, I proceed on installing other shapes or components of the mural, always keeping the need of the design. Juxtaposition of the motifs and elements strictly as per the requirement of the design keep intact the overall appearance of the mural. A wrong position and element where it is not required can totally distort the compositional value. To bring more interest and color to the mural, stencil with some design is made out of a thin plywood and pressure spray gun is used to spray on the already installed tile made of Sephorex block, but keep in mind that the overall impact may be enhanced by leaving some space untouched. Coloring also unites the composition as it tallies with the already installed embossed metal sheets, otherwise metal and white surfaces will not match. This spray here and there binds the whole mural. Mark should be used while spraying the paint on the tile. Paints have toxic elements and can affect one's lung when inhaled. Spray has to be used very cleverly and in proper artistic scheme. The spray paint can be applied or used to create interesting design. I sometimes use a plywood stripe to create straight lines and spray on the surface. Use your artistic calibre and ingenuity to observe the surface and apply spray paint calculatively so that the whole composition is harmonious and visually charged and presents a cohesive look. As there was too much of repetition of design, I have designed a cone type shape using black wooden stripe which looks like a funnel or a bucket, and the same is also attached on the plywood based surface. This way, a very interesting and arresting visual element has been added to the mural. Use spray paint wherever necessary, but don't overuse it. Then the use of spray paint on these stencils has created very interesting textural elements. Some flat shapes are also subdued this way, and there is a good division of forms, shapes, motifs, and textures. Use upper cutouts or just plain paper shapes to generate interest. I had covered some areas with newspaper and tape which did not require spraying, and after the spray work, I remove the paper stencils from the surfaces of the mural. Thank you.